Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Marissa for those of you who are new here, and thank you so much for watching. In today's video, as you can see by the title, I have created this makeup look using products that I have recently hauled and purchased. If you have not seen that video, I'll link that up in the eye and down below. But yeah, if you're interested in seeing how I got this look and my thoughts on all the products that I'm wearing, then please keep on watching. Also, hit the like button if you do enjoy this video and subscribe for new videos every single week. And let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so as soon as you guys in, I got my coffee. It says all I need is coffee and the beach, and 100% agree with that. Okay, so I have done my skincare and we're gonna just move right on into base. And I'm gonna open up my ColourPop makeup brushes set, which I haven't touched at all, so everything is going to be first impression. So we got nice fluffy powder brush. Okay, so I need to find a brush I can use for foundation. Definitely should have opened these before. I'm not really seeing a brush that I would use for foundation, so I'm actually going to go grab a brush that I would use for foundation, so I will be right back. Okay, so I put my hair back and then I grabbed this BH Cosmetic brush. It's like a flat kabuki brush. Now this one could have worked, but it feels really flimsy, and I feel like I would use this brush more for contour or bronzer, so that's a little disappointing just off of first impression. But if you are new here, I don't wear foundation. However, today I will be wearing the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation, and this is in the shade Neutral. This is actually the shade the foundation that my makeup artist has suggested that I would wear for my wedding day. So here it is. I did get shade matched yesterday when I went and purchased this, so I'm only gonna do half a pump. Yeah, so it comes with a pump. This is an older foundation, but it's new to me. Okay, honestly, I'm gonna only do that much. Right now on my hand it seems a little light, but I'm honestly just gonna go in and coat the brush and just kind of go all over. Not do anything too crazy. Now I didn't wear any primer at all because I wanted to see how this foundation will look. When my makeup artist used it on me, I really liked it, but she used her fingers. I'm not against using fingers, it's just my preference is to use brushes when I'm applying my makeup. I like that more artist kind of feel. So that's with it on. You can kind of see some of my freckles. I barely put half. This is not even a full pump. So yeah, why not? So I'm gonna do a second pump. I might regret this, but I barely touched it. A lot more has come out. So let's see. I do like how this looks on the skin initially. Again, I'm not putting a whole lot, and that's typically for me. I'm not a heavy hander. I like layering, and I know if I went more into stippling motions, this will cover more. You can see here, my freckles have been covered up a lot more. They're not fully covered up, but I still feel my skin looks like skin. Also, the other reason I didn't wear a primer is because this claims, Airbrush Flawless is the title of it, so I want to see if it really does make me look flawless. So. Okay, so that's all blended in. I really like it. I think it's a good shade match. Like I said, this is the foundation my makeup artist is planning on using on my wedding day, so we'll see how it goes. I might do a little bit of wear test, so I may check in vlog style a little bit later. But yeah, so there's that. And for concealer, I have the NYX Bear With Me Concealer Serum, and this is in the shade Beige. This actually might be a little dark. I don't know, we'll see. Let me go in and see what concealer brush I could use. I'm trying to use only the ColourPop set, but I'm having a hard time like picking what would be a good concealer brush. That's too flimsy. It's too big. You know what? I may just go in and use my foundation brush. Let's see if that works. Because a lot of those brushes seem like very flimsy. I like the packaging of this. It's got a pump. If I can get it. Oh, there's a sticker on it still. So I like the packaging of this. It's a pump, which is kind of unusual for a concealer, and I've never used one like this. So I'm gonna do kind of the same thing with the Charlotte Tilbury. Oof. Okay, actually a lot more came out than I expected. But yeah, so as you can see, it's a little bit darker than the Charlotte Tilbury, so this may not end well. So I'm gonna see. Dot, 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 dot. That might be okay. I typically like to wear concealers that are closer to my skin tone, but sometimes it is necessary to brighten it a little bit. Oh wow, that just blended like a dream, and it looks so hydrating. Look how that covered my like hyperpigmentation on my mustache area or upper lip area. Wow. This looks really nice. Okay, it's looking a little makeup-y on my upper lip. I don't know if you can see it, but maybe it'll blend out once it sits for a little bit. The other thing too is like this might react differently if I use like my normal concealer brush, but I'm kind of in a hurry, so I figured this will work. And I've done this before with my with this brush and used it for all kinds of things. I mean, that covered a decent amount. Again, I think if I did a different technique with it. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna take the rest and see if I can just kind of like really put it into the brush and see if I can add more. I think definitely the shade is a little dark, but it definitely covered, like toned down the purple, but it's not fully covering it. Again, it could be the shade. Okay, I want to try it a little bit more just to see. And I'm going to do the technique I typically do. That's the other thing, I'm not doing the technique I typically do. So I'm going to dot it. Actually, I can't just dot it with like this, but I just added a little bit more. And it's not bad. Like, it looks very hydrating, but I will have to see how it creases. There's been so many people like raving about this, and I finally got my hands on it just to see what all the fuss is about. I don't think it looks bad. Is it fully covering my dark circles? No. But I think that could be like a shade issue. But I'm not sure. You know what? No, it's not a shade issue. This is like not... Like when I look at it on this side particularly, you can still kind of see it. But... Okay, I need to stop fussing with it. Okay, I don't have anything new for brows, so I'm going to do my brows real quick off camera. I'll just be using my typical NYX products. Actually, they're all NYX. My NYX Brow Glue, the NYX Professional Makeup Lift and Snatch pen in Ash Brown. Same thing, same shade with their Micro Brow Pencil, and I will be right back. Okay, so brows are done, and we're going to move on to some cream products. I got the NYX Professional Makeup Wonder Stick. It's a dual-ended face shaping stick, and I got it in the shade Universal Light. There is a like contour slash bronzer on one side, and then a cream highlight on the other. Okay, so I'm going to take the bronzer slash contour side, and I'm going to try one technique of just drawing it on and seeing what happens with that. Definitely a little bit more of a cooler tone. And then I'm going to take from the ColourPop collection the F31. It's a little more flimsy, but I think it's got a good shape for blending this out. So I'm going to start on the forehead and see what happens. Oh wow, it's starting to blend really easily. Wow, that like blended in like that was so fast. And it's looking a little warm on the little monitor, but let's see. In person it's definitely a little more coolly toned brown color. And it doesn't look like it's disturbing the foundation. Granted, the foundation has been on for like a little bit, but it doesn't look like it's moving it, which is good. I know it's better to do like some more tapping motions. So here's the difference between like nothing and then a little bit of contouring. I think it looks really nice. It's definitely really creamy and easy to use. It blended out super quickly, which is great. But I'm gonna try this technique where you just take the stick and then you coat your brush with it to see if that's better. Oh wow, yeah, so got it all coated, and then I'm just gonna kind of stamp. Definitely looks good on the forehead. I think I kind of went a little high on this side, but that's okay. Kind of blend it out. It's so weird. This side always looks way redder. It ends up putting like more product. Yeah, I definitely put way too much on this side, but that like blended like a dream doing that. That is super nice. Like that was fast. Like that took nothing. I really like that. That is definitely a must-have. And it's NYX, so it's super affordable. I like this brush for it too. I think it really blends it out and like diffuses it so it looks definitely natural. I love that. I'm so excited about that. For blush, I do have the NARS Orgasm. It's like the multiple. So this is the cream stick version of the NARS Orgasm. So I'm kind of doing the same thing, and I'm gonna just kind of tap it on. In one of the makeup trials, my makeup artist used this, and it looked really good. It looks definitely orange on camera. Let's see. Honestly, I may just use the same brush to kind of blend it out and diffuse it to help blend it into that bronzer. Honestly, I barely needed to do it with drawing the stick on. Like, look at that. That was so easy. And then I'm going to go in with the Brush Eraser foundation, just kind of like clean this area up and blend it. And then I'm going to try again the same technique of just putting the blush on the brush. And this is actually a very, very big stick. This comes with 0.5 ounces, but you get a lot of product. Like, look at that. Like, now unless this is like your only blush, then maybe. I, of course, will link everything down below with the prices. All that. I cannot think of the prices right now. My phone's charging, so I can't just look them up. So maybe in the close-ups I'll have them listed. Yeah, like that. Blended like a dream. Look at like what the wow. I'm enjoying everything. My skin looks so like everything looks so natural and healthy and blended. Like what the heck. I think this side needs a little more bronzer, so I'm just gonna do a little more. But like look at that. Like, and I look so glowy and healthy. I mean, I definitely could use like a little more concealer, but damn, that stuff looks good. Like, whoo. That's like my first like stick blush too, so okay. Okay, for highlight, I'm gonna go on the other side of the Wonder Stick and do the same thing. Just draw it on, blend. I'm liking this brush for clean products, so I'm just gonna use this to blend. This one's not blending as easily as the bronzer, so I think I have to go in with like my finger to get it a little less stripey. It's not as like bold. Let's see, does it? Yeah, I think this was like a finger one only. I'll have to try it like on the, swiping it on the brush. I'm not liking that highlighter. Because as soon as I like blend it out, it almost like goes away like completely. I'm having to like really like go in ham and blend this out. Yeah, like you can see, like it's still like just there wherever I put it. Man, everything is doing so good. Let's see. Okay, I'll try it on this side and then maybe I'll do a different brush. Okay, I'm gonna go in with the F33. This is like a smaller domed kind of brush. Let's see. Nope. And it's also kind of like flimsy, so let's see. Like it's there, but it's, I think the glow from like NARS Orgasm is more there than this highlighter. It looks a little bit better doing it that way. See, that looks like a little better. But it definitely picked up the product here on my upper lip. Yeah, but that looks better and it's kind of showing up more. You just kind of have to fuss with it a little bit. I think I also need to figure out a better brush to use with this. Okay. So I'm gonna go into powders now, and I'm actually going to go into like the powder bronzer and blush and highlight. So I have two bronzers, kind of splurged on one of them. This first one is the Ulta Beauty bronzer. This is the baked bronzer. This is definitely a lot more glowy kind of bronzer. It's got that marble effect. You can see here it's a little bit more shiny and glowy. The next bronzer I have is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Bronzer in the shade Medium 2. So this one, I've been definitely interested in getting more Charlotte Tilbury bronzers. Like this is huge. Like this is gonna last me forever. And it's got a really nice smear. I mean, this is not a newer product at all, but this is newer to me. And yeah, so I think I'm gonna go in with the Ulta Beauty Glowy Bronzer because my blush is a little more matte and I think that'll kind of balance everything out. I'm gonna go in with, let's see, I'll do that one, or do I do this one? No, I'll do this one. Okay, so I'm gonna go in the ColourPop F29 brush and I will sculpt the face. Whoa, okay. Lots of kickback when you dip this in. Okay. Wow, I don't know if you can see that, but okay. Go in and sculpt the face. This definitely looks a lot more red tone, and you can see. Wow, that just sculpted it more. Packaging is not the easiest thing to open, but whew, it's very powdery. Very powdery. Now this is the first product I'm trying from the Ulta brand. I have been interested in trying other products from the Ulta brand. This just happens to be the first one that I am trying. But definitely way more red toned than I was anticipating, but I think it looks good. Definitely feel like my face is glowy, that's for sure. But that's honestly my preference anyways. Yeah, I like how this looks. I really like it. I'll have to test it out more. I know there's like a trio with like this and a blush and a highlight, and I think it's supposed to be like a dupe for the Hourglass, and I haven't used any Hourglass products at all, so don't quote me on that. I'm not 100% on if it's a dupe or not, but I would love to test that out more and see if it is. So I'm going to go in to my Essence blush in the shade Beloved. This is a peaky tone. Maybe it'll tone it down like a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and use the brush F32, kind of a domed, smaller brush as well, and blush up my face. I thought this matte blush would be a good balance. This is not a first impression. This is very, very pigmented, and I can tell I already put too much on. Cool. Oh boy. See, this side is what I meant to do, not that. Oh man. But these brushes feel really nice. I think they're just different like style than what I'm used to using. So that's what I'm definitely gonna have to like get used to. Yeah, I'm gonna need to tone that down. Okay, let's go in with the foundation brush and kind of tone that down like a little bit. Cute. Then I'm gonna go in with powder highlight. I'm gonna go into my Tarte Skin Twinkle Lightning palette, and I'm actually gonna go in and use the same brush I used for the cream highlight, the F33. I'm gonna go into this lighter highlight and highlight my face. Again, this is not a first impression. I like that brush for highlight. I feel like it kind of glides on your face. Does really disturb anything. Yeah, I definitely wish, I don't know if you can see it, obviously I'll know in editing, but like this, my upper lip looks a little makeup-y, but I think it's from the highlight. I don't think it's from the foundation, but again, I'll have to like test everything out more and then let you know in the future speed reviews. I'm taking the E22 and just kind of using this middle shade that I've been using to kind of set my under eyes, to set them. See if I can use it for this. And then we will move into eyeshadow. I'm actually going to go in and just kind of blend everything together. I'm going to go into the e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder in the shade Medium. And I'm going to go in, oh wow, with this huge fluffy powder brush. This is the F28. And I'm just going to kind of like blend everything together. I love this stuff. I love the glow it gives my skin. A lot is like pulling out, so it's a huge powder brush. Wow, yeah, this feels so soft and it's huge, so it's perfect for how I do powder. I don't go crazy or pack on the powder or anything like that. Yeah, I typically don't wear liquid foundation. I only use powder foundation. Yeah, I feel like my face looks fantastic. Wow. A lot of hits in this. Okay, now on to eyes. Now I have two eyeshadow palettes that I got, and they are both from ColourPop. It is the Set in Stone and the Twist of Slate. And this one, the Set in Stone, is like more of a warm tone, and then the Twist of Slate is more of a cool tone. And I think today just kind of go with what's kind of going on. I'm going to go into the Set in Stone palette, which is this warm tone. There's one cream eyeshadow in here, which is this one. This is Rock Solid. And I'm actually going to use this to kind of set slash prime, and then I'm just going to do a simple everyday like warm toned eyeshadow look. So I will be right. I might speed this up and then I will be right back. But to start, I'm going to use the E24. I'm going to only be using the eyeshadow brushes from ColourPop. So I'm going to use this E24 to pick up this cream shadow and then get started. Okay, so that's the eyeshadow all done. I really liked this palette. The ColourPop eyeshadows are one of my favorites, and honestly they blended like I normally think. However, this gravel shadow has definitely had a lot of fallout. The stonework was a little crumbly, so I'm not 100%. Rock solid. I've never really used cream eyeshadows before, so that was like my first experience with it. It definitely blended out really nicely. I think it was a great base. It wasn't super opaque. I feel like I had to layer it to cover up my veins, but overall I'm happy with the eye look. It's super simple. I think the shimmers are beautiful. I will definitely need to test this out more, and also need to test out the Twisted Slate palette, but overall I really like the eye look. Okay, going into mascara, I have 3 technically. I have 3 mascaras. This first one is a mini Tarte Lights Camera Lashes 4-in-1 mascara, and then I have 2 minis of the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, one in waterproof and one in regular. I'm gonna test out the regular. I tried the waterproof during one of my makeup trials with my makeup artist, and she convinced me to get this mascara, so I went out and got a sample of it, and I really like how this makes my lashes look. They're definitely huge, like, don't get me wrong, and I have been blessed with really long lashes, so I feel like sometimes with mascaras it's fairly easy for me to just be happy with them because my lashes cooperate and are already like long. This feels really dry for some reason. But you can kind of see, let's see, I don't know if you can see the difference. It's kind of hard, like I cannot wait till I get a better camera so you can really see what's going on and the focus and all that. But anyways, yeah, I really like what this does to my lashes, although I feel like this mascara feels really dry, but it's fine. That means it's not gonna smudge everywhere. But I feel like it definitely gave a lot of length and volume as well as color because my lashes are very, very long. Yeah, this mascara already feels really dry, but they did a phenomenal job with my lashes. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with the ColourPop Honeydew Cream Gel Liner in the waterline, and then we'll move on to lips. Okay, for lips I have 2 options. So the first one is the Chanel Rouge Allure Ink. It's a Le Rouge Liquid Matte, and it's in the shade Experimente. It's a matte liquid lip color. So I wanted to get wanted to get a Chanel lipstick for my wedding. My makeup artist again suggested one of them, however they didn't have the shade I wanted, and it's this like really burgundy color. In the store it didn't look this dark, but it's pretty dark. So you can see very bright, very red. So I'm not sure I will end up wearing this on my wedding day, but it is the color I will wear. And then the next one is the Matte Revolution Modern Matte Long Lasting Lipstick from Charlotte Tilbury. This was a gift with purchase, and this is in the shade Walk of No Shame. It's a little mini that I got. And this is also, I have the Pillow Talk version. This is definitely a lot more red than I'm like thinking for this look. So I may wait and test these a different time. I'm gonna, you know what, I'm gonna grab a different lipstick that I was thinking of wearing, and then I'll zoom you guys out and finish this up. Okay, so here is the final look. Let me know what you think. I really like how my makeup turned out. I did mix some like the oranges and pinks a little bit, and I thought that was kind of fun. For my lips, I used the Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat in the shade Pillow Talk, and then I used the ColourPop lipstick in the shade Ariel, This is from the Disney designer collection years ago. And then for gloss, I did the e.l.f. Lip Plumping Gloss in the shade Peach Bellini. Okay, so that is everything. I hope you really enjoyed this. Let me know down in the comments your thoughts. Have you tried any of these products? Do you love them, hate them? Let me know. And hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, and subscribe for new videos every single week. I hope you're enjoying the wedding vlogs and content, as well as some makeup hauls and makeup videos. We do all kinds of things here on my channel, so I'd love for you to subscribe and join my little family that's growing here. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed and have come back to watch my videos. I really appreciate it. But yeah, I'm gonna go head out. I got a baby shower to go to, so thank you again for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.